Today we're looking at what I call Ogbunigwe. And we start with the song. Jehovah is your name. Jehovah is your name. Mighty warrior, great in battle. Jehovah is your name. Actually, Ogbunigwe was used during the Biafran Civil War. And according to Wikipedia, it was a series of weapon systems, including command, detonation, mines, improvised explosive devices, and rocket-propelled missiles. And it was actually used by IPOB and Stroke ESN recently. These are the guys fighting for self-determination for Biafra. And they actually were able to injure, some of the security personnel, that were sent to to the eastern part of the country. I think this is very interesting. But let's look at scripture because we can actually learn a lot. These things were actually written for admonition. Judges chapter 1, verse 19. So the Lord was with Judah, and they drove out the mountaineers, but they could not drive out the inhabitants of the lowland because they had chariots of iron. Of course, this is not the entire story. That they are chariots of iron didn't mean that our God is bigger than any chariot of iron or any other or any other kind of weapon. But usually sin is usually the hindrance from achieving victory. But we can learn a lot from contemporary events. For the scriptures to have written, it like this in terms of Judges chapter 1, verse 19 shows that, the weaponry was actually, a big factor. But of course, if sin was not in the way, the Israelites would have been able to conquer. And you see this play out, particularly if you look at the US, where the idea was to have a well-armed militia to ensure that government does not abuse its power. And that's why you see people are not ready to give up their guns. But if you look at the continent, particularly if you look at my country, Nigeria, for instance, being able to manufacture weaponry is seen as a crime. People are more interested in buying weaponry from outside. And if these guys from outside want to invade you, don't you think they have a solution to the weaponry they've sold to you? So the way to go about it, and we know there has been a lot of invasions, sometimes without any just cause. So the thing to do is to prepare so that you can actually have weaponry that will be served as a deterrence to others. So we can learn a lot from scripture. But of course, our ultimate defense is God. And so the best way to go about it is, we harm ourselves, but we also depend on God. And to depend on God means to accept His Son and to live for Him, because it is not the weaponry that will save us in the day of trouble. It is actually God who is the man of war.